Thank you for joining us for Cobalt Tutorials. In this video, we will be looking at how to add mapped questions to custom form pages related to an entity. Mapped questions allow you to collect additional information from customers on a form response record that will then directly update fields in Dynamics 365. This is useful for profile update pages or other forms where you're asking people for information you want to be able to access quickly on related records. These questions can be added to any section on a question page. Click the Field or Related Entity dropdown to select the field you want to map to. If you select a field on the meeting registration, like badge name for a meeting registration form, only one box appears. If you want to update a related record, like the contact, first select the contact entity. And then another box will appear to allow you to select the contact record field, such as Do Not Allow Email. Fields and entities display in alphabetical order to help make them easier to find. Click Add Question. The system will then take care of all the relationships required to map the field. This takes a moment, but is much faster than manually creating the relationships between the records. When the question loads, note that the name of the field and the option set values are displayed. Click Edit to change the question label and adjust the other fields as previously discussed. If you select an option set, by default, it will be set to dynamic and pull the values from the field in CRM. In advanced options, note that the question order is set in the order you added the questions, but this can be rearranged as desired. The Match Mapped Entity field and Submitted by Contact field are for standalone forms only. They allow you to match the question answers to an existing record instead of creating a new one. For example, if you have a standalone form and you ask for name and email address, you can select this field to Yes on the email address question, and it will link the form to the existing contact. And if it doesn't find a match, it will create a new record. These fields should be left to No for forms like this one, which are already related to a contact through an existing process. They should also be left as No for fields that do not have unique values to match on. Email tends to be unique, but Do Not Allow Email as Yes or No would not be able to match due to too many possibilities. Click Save Question to return to the designer and add additional questions, pages, and sections as needed. Once your form is complete, close the designer. If the form is related to an existing process, update the form lookup on the records you want to reference this form to the name you created. Standalone forms should appear under the Forms tab if you have it visible on your site. Thank you for joining us for Cobalt Tutorials.